So guys, today I want us to do a story time. Come with me, let's find a nice spot in the house to chill and talk. We have one more spot to choose from. Let's go outside. I don't really want to do my story time out here, so cause even though the light is good, but the background kind of a little bit too noisy, y'all. Like in a minute I got your vehicle pass. You ever hear a lot of stuff and I don't know, it's one vehicle come. Don't tell me how they sound. Y'all hear that? I don't think it's gonna work out for us, guys. What do you think? And I do have a studio that I can record in, but Lord knows it's cold. It's cold. It's very cold. I ain't trying to freeze before time.
Around me, God put you around me. See it on me, know you can't stop me. Him can't go around me, wall go. Him can't go above me, wall go. Him can't go under the wall. Nothing him can't do me at all.
Where do I begin? So, I met this friend. We're gonna withhold her identity because you know this is public, so we're not trying to throw nobody under the bus. And I just want to say to her, by the way, in case you're watching this video and you know so you may talk, please know that I'm not sharing this story or this testimony to make you look bad or to make you feel away. You know, it's a part of your life and it's also a part of mine. And to be honest with you, I've grown past it. I don't have no hard feelings. And I pray to God that that's truth. Lord, I pray I'm speaking the truth. You know, sometimes we say we forgive people and really and truly we still have it in our hearts. So I'm hoping that I genuinely forgave you, and I just want you to know no hard feelings. But I love sharing this part of my life because I feel like there is some things in it that others can learn from, and I'm pretty sure that at this point you have grown and you have learned so much about life, and I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't do this to somebody else. Even though you probably wasn't thinking at the time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that you would make this mistake again. So just want to put that out there in case she's watching. All right, guys, so I met this person. I met this friend. Let's call her Sarah. Let's call her Sarah. So I met a friend by the name of Sarah when I was going to a beauty school. At one point in my life, I decided that I want to become, I think maybe a hairdresser or a nail tech, something like that. So I went to get the certificate for hair and nails, you know, because at the time it was a business that was blooming, still blooming, you know, and I got so attracted to the whole, you know, entrepreneurship and all of that stuff. And I thought, hey, why not go into that? Because that look like some quick money, right? Instead of a 9-to-5 job. So I was going to this beauty school called Dell's, and I met this young lady there. When I met her, I don't even remember how we met, so I can't give you that detail because I don't remember how we start talk. Pretty sure maybe I approach her because I kind of stayed away there. Well, not anymore, and I've outgrown certain things. But back then, I was a more friendly person. I'm not saying I'm not friendly now, but I was more open to socializing, you know, back then. But now I'm more reserved and cautious because, you know, them say wisdom, I go. Anyways, so can't but I've got bust my brain to remember what old time people did I say. You know, so old time people give a lot of good wisdom, right? Yeah, but sometimes I can't keep up. So I met this young lady at this school, and I liked her. I think she was cool, she was fun. We became good friends, you know, and she invited me over to her place. At the time, I think she was staying with her family. I think she was staying with her family. I don't remember who, but that maybe her mother and some other people, but she was staying with some family. And she also had this close friend that they were like sisters. I don't think they were related, but they were very close. Like they do literally everything together. And, you know, we became good friends. At the time, I was sharing space with a roommate, my best friend and her sister. So we all were living together in one house. But then it got to a point where the landlord was frustrated with us. Because when too much women live together, a lot of baga, them would have say, a lot of drama. So the landlord was frustrated of us and want us out time place. So I was the one who had rented the property from the landlord. So I went and I spoke with the landlord, and the landlord told us that we had to leave, and that he was willing to rent me over the premises, but not my other roommates. Because one thing with me, like, you see, I try to have respect for my elders, not saying that my friends didn't respect the landlord, but them they kind of just funny and love tease the landlord and all of that stuff. But you see, because I rent the place from him, I was just always professional and respectful. Of course, I know some used to mock him when him not look and stuff, because him just do some look of funny things, like, and the way him talk, and then the girls always tease him because he was like a much older person for us at the time. Anyways, fast forward to me re-renting the place from the landlord after my best friend and her sister and her friends that move out. My friend that I met, Sarah, that I met at the beauty school, before we rent the place, she was staying at my house. At the time, I was dating this guy that lives in the state, and he was a police officer there. And so whenever he's not around, she was always there with me, because my best friend at the time, we couldn't really roll like that because she had a daughter. She never really have nobody to keep fear her daughter. We used to par with her sister a lot, and then I start par with this girl that I met at the beauty school, and the girl that I met at the beauty school that I brought at the house, and these women that was living there would not get along. You understand? So all of that foolishness, and me and her became close, because again, my best friend at the time had a daughter, so me and her could have flexed like we want to. And this girl didn't have any kids, and I didn't have any kids, so we go everywhere together. And this girl Sarah that I met at the beauty school, she know a lot of people, like she know a whole heap of people, so she always go out. She very, them people that way have them connection, like them know people everywhere them go, them friends muddy, so them always have a link somewhere. It was one of those stuff, so she always go some nice, I wouldn't say nice events, because, well, sin nice, so let us not pretend. Sin is nice, hence there would not be so many persons out there in sin. Sin is nice, but we do know that the end thereof is destructive. So, I mean, if sin never nice, there wouldn't be so many persons out there in sin, right? So let's not pretend. So these events, at the time, did nice, and were good here and thing. And so when these girls moved out of the house, now Sarah moved in. Sarah and I became even closer, like best friends. I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we were very close, like. And we started to par and everything. Fast forward to my boyfriend at the time bought a TV. Well, I had a TV in my bedroom. I don't even know if I should share this part of the story because it kind of petty, but me just try to show you how sometimes some little things can make people bitter and you're not even know. So my boyfriend at the time bought a TV, and a flat screen TV for somebody, and the transaction never worked out. You understand? And so we decided to put the TV in the living room. And so I should have talked about that part, because that, I'm gonna leave out that, guys. I'm gonna leave out that the TV story, because if I'm telling you this TV part of it, that's a whole different story. But in a nutshell, let's say Sarah had asked me if she could have put the TV in a fair room, because she never have no TV in a fair room, and me did have a TV in my bedroom. So remember, this is the TV went in the living room, that when everybody comes to the house, they can have something to watch and enjoy. And I didn't want everybody in my personal bedroom. So that's why I didn't want to give her the TV. And because I did not give her the TV to put in her room, I think that was where animosity started in her heart, because because after it was said, and I heard that she had made statement in the sense that, I'm not a good friend because she don't have the TV in her room, and me have two TV and never want extend one to her. So but leave that alone. That for some, I not even think me for talk about that yet. Maybe one another story time. If I should do another story time, I'll tell you some more about how living with Sarah and some other things that happened. But for now, I just want to tell you about the time when Sarah almost had me killed. Okay. So one day while living together, Sarah said that she was going down to Montego Bay for a party. Now this was a year-to-year event, so it was very big. It was one of those parties that everybody saddle up and go, you know, because at one time a year it keeps it. Sometimes I'll people flying and come at the party. Now I don't know if the party still keep because I'm not really following up with that side of the world, but I know that it was one of those big top events. And she said she was going. At the time she said she was dating a guy down there, and he was gonna rent, like, you know, this little villa some me and I could have stay on 1-bedroom villa and all of that. And so we went down to this event. I think we went down probably the Thursday or the Friday. It was a nice place. I mean, the guy, him out to himself. It was really a nice place, pool and everything that was there. And he didn't really come around. Like if he came around was just to drop off food. I don't really remember every details of it, like whether or not him, you know, him come and chill by the poolside or not like that. But I just know say him never really was really around like that. And so the guy, remember I tell you I was dating a guy in the States. So that guy at the time when I was in Montego Bay called me. I did not tell him, guys, that I was going to go to this event. Now, let me be honest with y'all, because you know me a Christian, I'm not going to tell a lie. The reason why I did not tell him that I was going to the event, because I think back then my mindset was, if I can avoid drama, I avoid drama. And like if I know say you're a person where you go be dramatic over stuff, like me just if you ask me, I might tell you, and depends. Like, I don't know if I explain to you. But I went to this event. I didn't tell him because how him stay, he would have make one fuss about me going to Montego Bay. He would have started to get jealous and say all kind of manner of things that wasn't so and accuse me and all of that stuff. And I just never really want to hear that because I didn't really want to go to the event. So I never try to deal with that. So I didn't tell him. Y'all, the sun soon gone left way, so I could hurry up under this. Alright, so the iPod that he bought me, at the time I didn't know that him could attract the iPod, because them time the iPod did just a bus in Jamaica, you know. iPod did just a bus in Jamaica. Me never know nothing about iPod, and me never know saying him put a track up on the iPod. So apparently he was tracking the location. So him call me, he's like, where are you? So I'm like, I'm home. So him video call me. And you know, I remember I in the villa room and I lay down on the bed and I say, but your iPod, then if you're there home, why your iPod has say you are in Montego Bay? And I was like, oh my gosh. So I don't know, this just come to me, because you know sometimes when you tell lie, like it just something just come up and me just say. So I told him that confession is good for the soul. I told him that you know, I had lent Sarah the iPod and she was the one that was in Montego Bay with the iPod. So I'm rest the case there. So now mind you, I'm tell you that part of the story there, just in case I'm tell you some more about living with this Sarah girl, right? But don't forget, say, tell this guy, say, Sarah after iPod and a she that mobile. Don't forget the part there ever, in case for the future vlog. I did tell Sarah that, hey, listen, if such and such should come around and ask, remember, this what the story I gave him. Anyways, fast forward to us going to this event. I mean, we had a wonderful time. The event was packed. I don't know if I can find any photos, guys, to post in this video to show you guys, because I only get probably 2 photos, and then because I delete my old Facebook page, all of the photos would be on my old Facebook page. But when I got saved, I just felt to delete it and just start fresh. I don't know if I can find any photo, but if I do, I will put it in this video. So we went, I mean, the party was packed. And let me tell you something, guys. Back then, again, I don't know how it is now, but back then, like the mobile guys, them love flex with tone girls. Like when I say flex, I mean them love carry Like them love when you come a Montego Bay and go out with them. Them love carry a party and events and go out go places and stuff like that. I mean, one heap of hype in the party because Kingston girl in the place and the might be a guy them at the time. These guys were scammers. And we all was having a good time. Then in the night at the event, I think she said to me that, listen, something is wrong. And I'm like, what? And she said, something is wrong, something is wrong. And she's like, girl, me in a trouble, me in a trouble. So I'm like, what do you mean in a trouble? The next morning, when I woke up, she began to give me the story that apparently she was some other guy that she was dating as well, or she probably used to date, which based on how the story go, I think they were still dating or they were still messing around, right? And the guy was at the party, and so this guy was at the party, and the one that we came down there to see, because remember we did it with this guy, and then a film friend him, and then this other guy come in with film friend him. So you know how it is now. I mean, in let's be real, we all know say one thing a man no like say yan him out and in especially any event and him a walk with him head high because him have him nice woman on him side, and then when him walk in a room him find out say this one and her used to talk or this one and her a talk, and man not really like them kind of embarrassment there, right? So two guys meet up in a one party and some conversation happened because they came to the villa the next day. So the guy that we went down there to see, he came with his friends to the villa the next day. And all of us were out there talking. Me, Sarah, the guy, and the guy friend them. And the guy a smoke and them a drink and them a get high. And the guy was so upset because he was saying that how him bring girl down there and girl this him by have other man in the place and all kind of stuff, y'all. And yes, it was one big mess. And me just sit down there like a little black mango because me don't know what to do at this point, because when a man man jealous, men are so territorial. Like even if you're not them, you're not even their wife. Like they're so territorial that it's not even funny. And me did it like a black mango. Me I said, God, what am I gonna do with myself? Because these guys were so upset at Sarah, and them start to cut them problem on me because they were saying that they asked me if I knew that she was dating the guy. And I said, no, I don't know. You understand? Because the truth is, me never know for honest truth. Like, me never know because as close as me and her was, she not tell me every little detail of her life, right? So me never know. And if me did know, me that tell her from she invite me, say, girl, me not come in because me no want. When the other clubs happen, I am in the midst of all of that. So if I knew that she was dating somebody else, me would have stay at Kingston or stay at Portmore in my little quarters there. So you understand? Me never let go down there. So I never know. But they did not believe me because there's an old time saying, old people used to say again, birds of a feather flock together. So these guys, they weren't having it, y'all. They didn't want to hear anything that I was saying. They felt like me and her, we were doing the same thing. So them things that me of man, well, if a man down the toe, and it was just one baka. And so we're sitting at the poolside. These guys are getting intoxicated. They're drinking, they're smoking, and they're planning how they're going to kill and get rid of our bodies. Because according to them not take the disrespect, and we're not going back. But they were trying to figure out what to do. So me didn't know. My phone and my iPod inside, because you know, I really want to have the phone around them for them things that me make them funny move. And I'm there trying to talk them out of the situation. Me I reason with them. Never forget. Me I reason with them and me I say, yo, you know, like enough go down like this. And she did that cry. She talk to them. She tell them say, you know, no, she the guy not together anymore. I think the guy even called the other guy because they were friends now. Or them know each other really good and them know each other really good. I think that the guy had called the other guy and funny stuff. So she was crying, she was trying to talk to them, calm them down. Them no want you nothing from her, them a disrespect her. I mean, they were being disrespectful. Them never really that diss me, you know, because them don't know me like me don't know them. And the guy when she go down there gonna meet me, talk to him a couple times on the phone. So you know, him not a reason for disrespect me. I mean, never did I disrespect them either. Because, you know, there's an old time saying again, yeah, I got full up with the old time saying because my granny my grow with, yeah. There's an old time saying that when you're on in a lion mouth, finish the sentence. Put the rest of the answer in the comment section. When you're on in a lion mouth, y'all take your time and draw your finger out. So me never going in a problem with them. While them did that plan, all them are gonna get rid of everybody. Friend said she was going to go inside the villa for a minute because she want to use the bathroom. So she went inside the villa. Me did I reason with the guy them. Couple minutes pass, about one good 10-15 minutes, 20 minutes pass. Can't see friend a come. So the guy said, where your friend them? I said, I don't know. Him say call her. I said, I don't have my phone inside. Him say go on inside go call her because I want her right so I can't see her. Because she not go home and I not go home. So I go inside now. I shake my stress out. Because I go for friend now. Because I say, friend, what we are going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? You see, I should have asked God, what should we do? But then they, me no know God. Like me, you know, you hear about God, but you don't know him. You know, I never know God. I never know so I could have prayed to God. Or maybe I did pray in my heart. I don't remember, but I go look for friend. I ask friend what to do in times of trouble. When the scripture clearly tells us that when we're in trouble, we call upon God, no matter what situation you find yourself in, the Bible says if you call upon God, He will answer you and deliver you. So go inside now, I look for friend. Can't find friend. I look high, I look low, I look left, I look right. No friend. Y'all, I kid you not. No friend. Sarah, MIA, missing in action. Y'all, I was like, what? Look for friend suitcase and friend clothes them. Friend vanish. It's like friend never did it with me. Like I'm me alone. I wonder if I did that sleep or something. My dream say I mean I go down there because I can't find friend. I can't find no clothes, no slippers, nothing for friend. The villa room clean like whistle. All the friend things them gone. But I realize a friend take up our things them and left the place. Gone. Now the funny thing about it is that I don't see how she come out, you know, I don't know where she walk. We don't know where she walk. Cause when we go back down to the pool now, I tell the guy them say, Sarah, me can't find Sarah's not in the room. They're like a lie me I tell, so the guy come up there. Right? When him come up there, I don't see her for true. And him go down and I say, John was star, the girl gone. And we don't know where she walk because there's not many places to walk inside the villa that we was. But we don't know. She escaped, she gone. So me sit down there with the guys them now and them dead and them dead. My dead and them I try to figure out what to do. Till the guys say, listen, I'm gonna make you go home. Because you see, if me did wicked, I just kill you and dash for your body and a business. The guy said, let me tell you something. This was the guy that she was involved with, the guy where we got on the surface scene. The guy said to me, let me tell you this. That girl is not your friend. That girl is not your friend. That girl creates drama and then leave you in it. The guy said, suppose we was some wicked man would know if it's in a business and just kill the same way and dash away. You think that she could have done nothing about it? But the guy said, listen, can me start crying now? Y'all, I started to bawl. Like, me holla. When me go a room and I say, Fred, me start to cry because me I say, Lord have mercy, it is for me now. Because no, me start all kind of things that go through my mind. Me start to think about possibility, gang rape, and all of that stuff, you know. Because, you know, I just saw them things that turn out sometime. But thanks be to God, the Lord would, I don't know if it was God who allowed it to work out that way there, because maybe if both of us were there, we probably wouldn't be alive today. I don't know. God have some funny ways of doing things sometimes. So I'm not really sure, but them carry me go put me up on one bus for go up, and after time them come on and they were kind of nice to me, you know. They were like, not kind of, they were nice, because they were like, you know, I'm sorry say your friend do this to you, because y'all, I say I'm balling, I'm all of me, I tell you. And while me I cried, I console me and I said, boy, I'm sorry say your friend do this to you, and if me have a friend and my friend run left me in a trouble with my friend create, me personally wouldn't want to have nothing to do with that friend. And your friend should stay and ride it out with you, because whatever, you know, and them say them choose, and I go up. When I was on my way, because I was calling her, she wasn't answering. She didn't answer her phone. Me I beat on her phone and she didn't answer her phone. A couple of hours when I was on my way home, halfway into the journey, I think she called me back. And she said, if I'm alright, I say yes. And she said to me, say, she started crying and say, she's sorry, but she did have to run because as she them did want and never really me. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? First thing first, the guy them said them never ever leave no witness. So them did plan for kill me and you. I mean, my thing to her was, what if these guys were rapers? What if these guys decided so them to kill me and throw my body and tell lies so them send me home? It could have turned out that way, you know. But thanks be to the mercies of God. It's with purpose, may I tell you. When God, may I tell you, God, some people just full of grace, man. Just full of grace. I wouldn't even say purpose, but just full of grace. Full of grace. Full of grace. That's why if you're watching this, y'all, do not stop praying for your loved ones. Don't stop praying for your family members and your friends, them that's still out there in sin. Because you don't know what your prayer do for preserve them, you know. Because I can tell you something. Me did have a grandmother where she always a pray for me. She always a pray for me. Sometimes whenever me see danger, fly past me, so zoom, because that's, I just know that that's my grandmother. And I really bless God for my grandmother, you know. So fast forward to me going back home now, having to face friend. It was hard because I was traumatized by that experience, and kind of they start side eye her, you know, like, okay, then if you do this to me, you would do anything to me, you know, you can't be trusted. You would think that after that experience, mother this time I said, but remember, this was my roommate, we're living together. And then I had another bad experience with her that it's not the time for that video. I may probably do another video and talk some more about that, because that in itself is another betrayal. And the point of even making reference to that, because I should have learned from the first experience. I wouldn't say that she's a bad person, but just sometimes people don't go good together. You understand? Sometimes some people just, them not just, you know, like oil and water, them just not go good together. You just have to find your vibe and match that, right? And I think for me and her, we were just two different people. Like, because for me, if I say I'm a friend, my loyalty buck. Like, I used to do some crazy things before I give my life to Christ concerning friends. Like, I remember one time one of my friends called me crying because a group of girls gang her and light her hair afire. And y'all, I left my home from one city to the next, one Portmore to Kingston. Go. Y'all, me not even want to get in that, because that was so, boy, the mercies of God. That was so crazy, y'all. And I want to fight the people in for my friend. So that's just how I am in general. Like, if me say me loyal to you as a friend, especially friend or family member, or just connection or relationship in general, if me say me loyal to you, me I go loyal to you. If me say me really, really rate you, If me not rate you now, that's a different story, you know. Back then, me not care. But if me rate you, may I tell you, me do anything for you. I'm a loyalty book. Nowadays, now I choose wisely, choose my circle wisely, and the moment I see certain funny move, I don't waste time to just remove myself from the situation, because I'm grown now and I definitely know what I want at this stage of my life. But that's the story time. That's the time when my friend almost got me killed. Like I said, we had reconciled. Still the kind of eyes are a little bit, you know, never really trust her until the final icebreaker where she did something again to betray me, and we just snip cut the relationship. I don't know where she is right now. The last time I heard her that she's in the States, and I do wish her all the best. And like I said in the start of the video, I don't have any hard feelings towards her, because I'm pretty sure she outgrows certain things like I have. So, you know, that's that. I just wanted to wrap this video up right now at this point, but I just want to leave with you 3 gems from this testimony today. Number 1, be honest. Try to be honest in everything that you do. Why I point out honesty as the first thing? Because you see, if I had told my partner at the time that I was in Montego Bay, and tell him who I was with, yes, he would have been upset, but if anything would have happened to us, he would have been there. He would have known and said, well, this was the last place that they were. But because I lied to him, you know, if anything had gone wrong with me, he wouldn't know what to think, or nobody would know where I was. So be honest, you know, by telling people certain things when they ask you. And in addition to being honest, if you know that you're going to go some places that you're not used to and you've never been there before, please tell someone. Please find someone that you can trust. You see, some of us were a little bit too secretive. We think that being secretive is protecting ourselves, but sometimes being too secretive can cost us our life with no trace to say, all right, then that was who, or that is what. So please find somebody that you can tell that you are going to do this, especially if you're going around people that you don't know and you're going to new places. Number 2, the second gem that we can take from this story today is this. Not every laugh is laugh. You know, not every laugh is laugh. You can see a person's face, but you don't know their heart towards you. And the truth is, you really know people true intention towards you in difficult situation. It's not when things are good, you know, that you know when people are their intentions towards you are true, you know. It's when things are rough and tough and bad, you really see their true colors, and you know the type of people that you're dealing with. So I do think that you should learn to stay prayerful, especially with people that you have in your life. Pray about them. Bring them before the Lord. Ask God about them. Ask God to show you these people true heart towards you, and God will show you whether or not these people are for you. Because again, honor every laugh, a laugh. And third and finally, the last gem that we can take from today. God is good. All the time, and all the time, God is good. I am sitting here today sharing this story or this testimony with y'all because God has been good to me. What you're looking at on the other side of the screen is the goodness of God, a perfect example of the goodness and the mercies of God. Y'all, this is not the first time I escaped death. I have so many stories of how untimely death or premature death tried to take my life. But thanks be to God and His goodness, I am here. The story could have turned out really bad. We see these things on the news all the time. Young girls, young boys, be careful. Sometimes your friends can lead you to your own death. And there's so many other news and so many other stories out there where you see these things happen time and time again. So young girls, young boys, be careful on your friends. Be careful. Sometimes the people them not evil towards, you know, but they have such a broken past and life. They don't know how to be good to anything or anyone. So be very careful of your friend, because believe it or not, being a part of the wrong company can cut your life short. So those are the 3 lessons that you can take from today. As I said before, be honest, honor every laugh a laugh, and God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video today. If you do, please go ahead, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Yes, I know say the video them take long for push out, but give it some time. Remember, your girl is also a podcast host. Speaking of podcast, have you guys tuned in as yet to It's the Love of God for Me podcast? If not, you are so missing out on blessings for your soul. Let me tell you, God is doing an amazing thing on that platform, and there's always something you can take with you. One of our listeners said the thing that she's most grateful for since she found the podcast is the transparency. So yeah, guys, we're there, we're being real, we're just sharing the goodness of God and our experiences with the things of God. The link is in the comment section right down there, so below. Go check it out, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Remember, you can also find me on TikTok at I am Lanisha. All right, guys, and the links are in the description box below to my website and every other platform that you can find me on, including Facebook. Thank you so much for sharing space with me today. I do hope that you learned from my story. And if you know anybody that could benefit from this testimony, go ahead and share it with them. All right, guys, see you guys next time for God knows what. I don't know. We just go with the flow. Bye, guys. So, this is the dance you do when the enemy tried to kill you and didn't succeed. Oh. Love you, Lord.